It is 12:40 p.m. Wednesday, February 1st, 2023. We're at Wenatchee, Washington. This is westbound Empire Builder. Train number 7 heading from Chicago Union Station to Seattle, Washington. We were due to depart here at 6:40 a.m. this morning, running about 6 hours late. That was a Siemens Charger locomotive. Here's a General Electric P42 type locomotive. Beginning of the Cascade Mountains, and we're following the Columbia River for a while. I'm in the, now we have the first Superliner sleeper, I think is being used for the dining car crew and the sleeper and coach attendants. Next sleeper is mine, roomette 13 on the lower level. And then we have a Superliner dining car and a Superliner coach. This is Jimmy, my sleeping car attendant. And now we're in the lower level of my Superliner sleeper. Here's the shower right here.
You're not in this car, right?
Here's my roomette 13.
Hi. Have you had lunch yet? I'm not super hungry. You can try.
The seat I'm sitting on, the other seat, become level at night, become the lower berth. This thing up here becomes level and is the upper berth. Why are we 6 hours late? Because January 30th, we left Chicago Union Station at 5:20 p.m. instead of the scheduled 3:05 p.m. departure, because someone in the yard forgot to replace a taillight on the rear car, a baggage car that became part of the Portland section of Spokane, Washington this morning. And yesterday we had to set out one of the two Portland, Oregon section coaches due to thermally damaged wheels. And then yesterday evening between Havre, Montana and Shelby, Montana, we came to a stop because of a broken air hose. Air hose had to be replaced, air tests had to be made, and we sat there about 40 minutes for that to be done. And then we had to make an unscheduled recrewing, locomotive engineer and conductor at Chester, Montana, small town. And earlier this morning in Spokane, the Portland section, train number 27, went off with a Siemens Charger locomotive that led us from Chicago Union Station to Spokane. Superliner sightseer lounge car that was part of this consist of Spokane from Chicago, one Superliner coach, one Superliner sleeper, and a baggage car that was part of this consist between Chicago Union Station and Spokane, Washington. And the conductor said we ought to be highballing Wenatchee by now. Again, we were due to depart here at 6:40 a.m. this morning. And it's now 12:47 p.m. Wenatchee is known for being apple country. We were on the Burlington Northern Santa Fe all the way railway. This was originally the Great Northern Railway. And the Empire Builder was originally a Great Northern Railway train. Okay, Highball, Wenatchee. Next stop, Leavenworth, Washington. Then Everett, where I'm getting off with my two buddies, another retiree, Electromotive Division GM retiree, and my buddy from the Montreal area. So we're still running about 6 hours late. Well, now we'll be starting the ascent to the summit of the Cascade Mountains in Washington State. At the summit will be the Cascade Tunnel, the longest railway tunnel in the USA. I think it's 7.8. I believe it's 7.8 miles in length.
Cup of tea still here in the car?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There it is. Wow.
Yes, sirree.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, we didn't spend much time at Wenatchee. Oh,
No.
folks, Wenatchee was a crew change point for the locomotive engineer and the conductor, and our new locomotive engineer is a lady from Wenatchee to Seattle. Right, Ken?
Yep,
Yeah.
correct.
Good looking lady, wasn't she?
She's rather friendly too. I had to ask her. Did you start at BNSF before you transferred over? Or what?
And this is my buddy from the Montreal area, Ken Watton. He was a Canadian National Railway locomotive engineer, brakeman and conductor in passenger and freight service, and speaks French, right, Ken?
Oui, monsieur.
And
comment?
and can you mention the suburb you live in? Point Saint, how do you say
Point
that?
Claire.
Point Claire.
In French, it's Point Claire. Point Claire. Okay.
Okay, I don't even have to hold it.
Time's it now? Must be.
12:51.
We got about 4 hours to go last night.
Who knows what's going to happen when we try to go over the Cascade Mountains with a Siemens Charger unreliable locomotive and an unreliable Cummins diesel engine.
There must have been enough height in Cascade Tunnel not to require, or not to use tunnel motors. Maybe it was the circumstances were different than they were at on the SP.
I know the locomotive engineers to go through Cascade Tunnel, they're provided with oxygen packs.
Oh, they are.
Yeah.
Wow.
Those crates probably carry apples.
Oh yeah, they're crates. That's what they are.
We just went by a bunch of crates to carry Wenatchee apples.
Bluebird Wenatchee plant. That's the name of the company.
Oh.
Bluebird.
I thought we'd see the Columbia River. I thought we'd be right along the Columbia again. Not very scenic right at this moment.
You're recording as we speak? Oh, yeah, okay.
So no profanity, okay, Ken? Just joking. Ken never uses profanity. He wouldn't think of it.
I was never using profanity.
There's a branch
I say
going
it in
off.
French instead.
Branch line just went off, probably to Apple Country. Now I think we're following now we're right along the Columbia River.
Alrighty, folks, if you're traveling in our 7:30 car, sleeping car accommodations, if you have not had lunch and would like to have lunch with us here in the diner,
Hey, apple trees there.
If you could
Going by
come
apple
to the
trees.
diner at this time. Again, if you're having lunch with us in the diner and traveling in the sleeping car accommodation, folks, please come up at this time. If you're back in the coaches, again, we are
More apples.
handing out beef stew. I still have some fruit, some apples and oranges, some muffins, little mini muffins. Actually, if you're in the sleeping car accommodations and would like any of this, you're welcome to it as well. As Alex walks through, please let him know. Again, we have beef stew. There's some sodas up here, some apples, oranges. The apples are green, I believe. Yeah, let him know as this service will be ending as well. Okay, thanks, folks.
And that was Laurie, our excellent, superb dining car, Superliner dining car LSA lead service attendant. And then our waiter has been Zachary, also an excellent waiter. Right, Ken?
Correct. Yep.
Now the Columbia River is deserting us. Bye-bye for a while, Columbia River. I think bye-bye for the rest of the trip. Another apple orchard. And for a brief period, some years ago, Amtrak created a mail and express department, and a while ago, a few years back, Amtrak started a mail and express department, and I believe refrigerator cars loaded with Wenatchee apples were taken a couple to the Empire Builder eastbound to Chicago, couple to the front or rear of this Empire Builder eastbound. And since then they have disbanded the mail and express department. And it's now 12:58 p.m. Wednesday, February 1st, 2023, on the Seattle-bound Empire Builder Amtrak train number 7 and the Superliner roomette 13 on the lower level, over and out.